Ha, unsa?
Sama na to dili na to.
Yun na to na. Ay kaloy, ikaw ba yang gi? Yun na. Ako yun ha, ako yun. Yun na to na. Ato ang pasuhan, puno na kay tanan. Puno na kayo. Ay, sa ikaw. Gusto ikaw. Is aggravating circumstances. Well, aggravating circumstances serve to have the penalty imposed in its maximum period provided by law for offense or change the nature of crime. So, the bases are the motivating power itself, the place of commission, the means and ways employed, the time and the personal circumstances of the offender party.
1. Kinds of aggravating circumstances. Number 1. Generic. Those that can generally apply to almost all crimes. Example of this, recidivism. Number 2. Specific. Those that apply only to a particular crimes. Example of this, cruelty in crimes against person. In Article 14, Revised Penal Code. Number 3. Qualifying. Those that change the nature of the crime. Example of this, the aid of armament. Number 4. Inherent. Those that must of necessity accompany the commission of crime. Example of this, abuse of public office in bribery. Number 5. Special. Those that cannot be offset by an ordinary mitigating circumstances and has the result of imposing the penalty of maximum period. Example of this, complex crime.
What are the distinction between generic, aggravating, and qualifying circumstances? Generic aggravating circumstances can be offset by any ordinary mitigating circumstance. It is not an ingredient of a crime. It only affects the penalty to be imposed, but the crime remains the same. No need to allege this circumstance as long as it is proven during trial. It is proved during trials, the same is considered in imposing the penalty. Qualifying aggravating circumstances cannot be offset by any mitigating circumstances. The circumstance is actually an ingredient of the crime. The circumstance affect the natures of the crime itself such that the offender shall be liable for more serious crime. To be appreciated as such must be specifically alleged in the complaints of informations. If not alleged, not proven during the trial, it will be considered only generic aggravating circumstance. If this happen, they are susceptible of being offset by any ordinary mitigating circumstance.
So right now, let's proceed to scenario.
Oops! Ay sa mong helmet.
Sir, tanagi sir.
Pwede na ako makita yung mga lisensya.
Nasa mo sir. Pag-orag yun na pasok akong kan sir.
Fights kayo na, unsa may atong kuha na itong buhaton ron.
Kalipay lang nimo sir. Hatag na ako sa mga sir.
Pila man na?
Sir, 500 na rin sir. Ugma around 100 sir, pero 1,000.
Oh. Pwede na, pasyo na ni. Fights na kayo ni.
Salamat kayo sir.
Sige, asi.
That scenario was inherent in aggravating circumstances since it was abuse of public office in bribery.
Sama na to ni sir.
Ha, unsa?
Sama na to ni, dili na to.
Yun na to na.
Ayun sir.
Ay kaloy, ikaw ba yang gi? Ako yun na.
Ayun sir.
Ako yun ha, ako yun. Pati yun na to na.
Sir.
Ato ang pasuhan, puno na kay tanan.
Ayun sir.
Puno na kayo.
Ayun sir.
Ay, sa ikaw. Gusto ikaw.
Dili ko sir.
Patiya.
Sir, maluwi mo sir.
Patiya.
Sinong sir?
Patiya.
Ayun sir.
Ayaw. Patiya na.